I wished for Santa to make a Merry Christmas for everyone, to give the lonely a sense of connection, and to save everyone from drowning in the Mediterranean Sea so they can have a Merry Christmas as well. And to have the kids in refugee camps not be bitten by rats, instead give them humane shelter. In fact, I wished for Santa to conjure open the doors to all the empty houses and apartments so that everyone in the camps and all the people sleeping on the bridges and freezing in the cold can enter and have a Merry Christmas as well. I wished for Santa to build bridges, many bridges. Bridges that connect values to actions. Bridges that allow people to leave their lonely islands of self-centeredness, where they've been surviving on their own, struggling all alone against the rising tides, fighting just for themselves and close ones, believing their hardships were individual. Meanwhile, if they understood that the tides rise and fall for everyone, and got together to build boats, they could easily ride the tide. I wished for bridges that overcome the walls of excuses for supporting exploitation and structural murder. Speaking of which, I wished for Santa to give unused and excess food in the stores and elsewhere to the hungry, so that they can have a Merry Christmas as well. And to give the water taken from their land back to the thirsty. To give the people behind bars another chance, working with them constructively and respecting their needs, and to comfort the mother of the dead babies decorating plates, and then give her and all the other sentient beings held in abusive, exploitative conditions just because they are not human a better life, free from torture and full of joy, so that they can have a Merry Christmas as well. I wished for Santa to build bridges that allow everyone to live wherever they want to live, whichever way they want to live, cause we already have all the resources. All we're lacking is bridges. Had those wishes been fulfilled, no one would have any less of what they need. Some would just have less of what they now own but don't need, and everyone would have at least what they need. And it would have been a Merry Christmas for everyone. Santa did not fulfill my wishes. But he wrote back and explained that, unfortunately, if he fulfilled my wishes, he would be criminalized and incarcerated. Because it's forbidden by law to distribute the available goods according to needs, even though the sole purpose of goods is to fulfill needs. If no one is in need, Santa explained, then there's no one to economically exploit, no one who can be forced to do a certain work for those holding what they need before they are allowed to access it. And because I don't want to go to prison, he continued, the Merry in Christmas remains exclusive to those on the winning side of law-enforced oppression and exploitation. The Happy in New Year as well. P.S. I agree with you that people urgently need to realize they are all threatened and affected by the same system, individually struggling with conditions they are collectively upholding. Cause this, your headless way of letting people die while having enough resources for everyone, it's just madness. Your tide metaphor, however, is not completely accurate, because unlike a natural force like tide, your system is merely a fiction and very changeable. And instead of building boats to ride the tides, you people should use the bridges to leave the islands and set out for empathy and solidarity, finally meeting each other in the yet-to-be-explored mainland of true human collaboration. So, my gift to you this year, to lay the foundation for building bridges, will be a New Year's resolution. Question the frames within which you think, the structures surrounding your everyday life, the criteria based on which you evaluate situations and actions, and how valid those criteria are, for example, when questioned ethically. Then gather and figure out how to be living together in a sensible way, with a proper system of distribution. Sounds simple. Takes a constant, sometimes challenging process, but it's more rewarding than it's hard. Start.